Today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a unique basketball event. As for the first time, a national team from the Soviet Union has made the long trip here to take on the Milwaukee Bucks of the National Basketball Association in the McDonald's Basketball Open. Today, it's a historic occasion for the Milwaukee Arena. It's the first basketball game ever between an NBA team and the Soviet national team. It's the McDonald's Basketball Open, the championship game between the Milwaukee Bucks and the USSR.
6'9", number 4, Alexander Volkov. For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 9, Valery Tikhonenko. Number 7, Sharunas Marciulionis.
Not expected to start, but they lost their center to injury. Volkov, and that will count, and he's fouled, and that shows you his ability to go to the hole.
He's a slasher. He's a driver. We saw him yesterday against Bob McAdoo. McAdoo ended up with
5-4 the score. USSR at the lead. Here's Terry Cummings. Strong power forward.
That's where the mismatch should happen, Gary. The M&M and the Indiana pace is improving. It's going to be tough for them to sustain 50-game season.
What a power move by Volkov after Cummings committed his...
Great look inside, though, by Sharunas Marciulionis.
There's Mannion. Pace Mannion to Cummings. The basket will count, and he's fouled.
Cummings, a big, strong power scorer. In the new look this year for Milwaukee, they're trying to go big. They want to play Randy Brewer in the middle. That's a good look. Excellent look down inside, and there's the power layup and a strong move by the kid off a team at the end of the year when you check his track record.
Right now. Reaching out on him is Marciulionis.
Nice backdoor cut.
The assist to Pressey. Defense by Pressey that time. Reynolds to Sikma.
Gary, right now, we'll look at the trailer. There's Sikma running the trailing position in...
Number 10 is now checked in at one of the guard spots. So he and Homicus, this guy at the guard spots, and Homicus hits it.
Homicus is a gutty performer. He's got great touch, gets into the lane, good balance when he shoots the little jumper.
Terry Cummings posting up. They can't stop him inside on that post-up move.
Look at that big body. He's got...
Off to Walters. Sikma's back, has to change his shot for Jack, but he got it.
Walters made a great pass yesterday. Little head fake right there freed him for that jump shot. He's a good player. They got excellent perimeter to Terraconov. Terraconov a little indecisive, and he loses it. Mannion. Pressey. Little slam, jam, bam. A little music up on top by PP, Paul Pressey.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Bucks.
I love Pressey. Don Nelson got a steal when he drafted him.
That was an impressive move by the 20-year-old Goberov. He's 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. There's Brewer.
Nice look inside by Pressey. He throws the high lob to the giant inside. Randy Brewer, Minnesota fame.
I think Brewer's a little upset. He put that one down with a note of finality. Here's Volkov. Volkov is a warrior.
Very sloppy play because you got forwards handling the ball in the middle of the court.
Volkov puts the finishing touches on, and he does it with a lot of authority.
Everybody in the place yesterday was talking about Volkov
getting his team prepared.
He has some unique concepts. Right now, he's timing them 5 minutes, where after practice, every practice, they lay on the floor, and he puts them to sleep. And while he's doing it, he's really emphasizing positive reinforcement constantly. He's talking to them about how good they are. There's a look at Alexander Gomelski. He loves the game, very bubbly individual. And what a tough task.
There's Schroeder from outside. So after missing an easy one, he hits one from outside.
He's 29 years of age, and we looked at Del Harris on the sideline. Del Harris really believes he's got a chance.
Marciulionis just isn't finding the mark. There he gets it on his foul.
He's 1 for 6 right now. He missed his first 5 shots, number 7, but he can flat out play. He can...
With Salk on him, Paul just forces it in.
That's an M&M'er. That's a mismatch right there. He's got great size. Then they have the Detroit Pistons. That's not going to be easy.
Marciulionis, foul by Cummings. Marciulionis not able to hit outside, now trying to operate inside.
I think the frustrations jump shot, they were really shut down. We watched Marciulionis move without the ball. There's the little head fake inside. Good poise, lays it up on the glass and converts it. Play on the boxes. He can go out to the corner.
Look at this. Cummings on the steal.
Give it back.
Reynolds. Oh, that's goaltending.
Yeah, that definitely is goaltending.
That wasn't in the cylinder.
No, it was not. Reynolds, a little hot dog, a little mustard, beating Clemson in the NCAA, and then they lost a heartbreaker to your alma mater, Kansas. Count the goal. Continuation in the NBA.
Shows the strength of Jack Sikma. 7 foot, 250, able to horse that one in. The guy that committed the foul was Walters.
Little screen and roll.
Walters.
Just a little screen and roll right there, Gary, and he's demonstrating.
Anyway, here's Sitka with 3 seconds left in the first half. And so the first half is over. Very impressive performance by the Bucks. The USSR not able to shoot well outside, not able to rebound inside, and it's 67-36. The Bucks have a halfway point lead.
For the USSR, and his team now plays the open court style made popular in the West. Sharonas Marciulionis is one reason why. Teaming with Alexander Volkov, they provide the Soviet nationals with a new breed of players. Ironically, here in the States, our juniors right off the street dream of playing the same style of basketball. Many want to run like the running Rebels of Jerry Tarkanian at UNLV. Last year, he led the Rebels to a #1 ranking, winning 37 of 39 games. They hold 18,500 here in the Thomas Mack Center. Good crowd is on hand here in November, and we're ready for the starting lineup. Soviet Union, and there you see the transition play. All the way, Marciulionis, 6-0 USSR. That's not the kind of defense. 2 minutes gone here from the Thomas Mack Center, and Marciulionis again with the steal and the solo. 9-2 USSR. He's very smooth. Alexander Bellastini, the big 7-footer. Here comes Patio from the patio. The patio last year. Not spiral. James to Patio. Patio's got to be the firecracker. He's got to be the electricity. He's got to be the shooter. Remember, he beat Memphis State last year with 7 3-point bombs. Vegas on a 5-0 run, and the defensive pressure now comes forth. There's the anticipation. He steps right in the passing lane. Ball you-man theory by Marciulionis. Then they kick it out. Now watch the good look by Salk. Always pushing the ball up the floor. There's a power move inside by Volkov, and he gets banged over the game. Stevanovic has his third three-pointer, and it's 15-13. The running Rebels with their first lead. Tarakanov counters. Can't let them shoot that stationary shot. Now take a look right now at the defense. There's the help. Stepped in again. Tarakanov. They're not doing a good job at all, the running Rebels, in reversing the basketball. Broken down into specific segments. One of the veterans here, 27 years of age. run in the first half. Oh, nice play right there. Robinson with the slam dunk. But that's not with an excellent pass for the big fella. 44. He really set it up. 53. Olmaches. Volkov with a good speed. And Valestini is just Iron Man down low in the second half. He's just got to have a little bit more confidence here in the system. Robinson with a rejection. Olmaches, and there's Valestini. Oh, I like it. I like what I see out of Richard Robinson. They got to love it here. Standing ovation for the big fella. Last night really becoming active, number 44. Robinson. That wasn't happening earlier, Tim. That's good execution. With the rebound, Gerald Patio. Boy, he has worked on his ball handling, hasn't he? From three. Yes, he's worked on it. Down low, Robinson. That has been a Ward down under. And it's out of bounds, and Marciulionis and Robinson nearly get with it. Not a good play by Richard Robinson. Robinson, I thought, gave a little cheap kick. And you knew it had to happen. I might as well get it out of the way in an exhibition. Volkov. Yeah, he's a jammer. He's a runner. He's got good quickness. It's not even Thanksgiving, but the Tark is giving thanks. They love him here. The Father Flanagan of coaching. There he is. They're jumping with joy. Jubilation.
Arizona's first chance to prove its mettle came in an exhibition game against the Soviet Union. The Russians had beaten the Cats by 1 point the year before, but the Cats earned revenge this year with a convincing 78-68 victory before a sellout crowd at McHale Center. Arizona's frontline starters scored 57 points and limited their Russian counterparts to only 4. The Russian game marked the return of Steve Kerr. He had spent the previous 16 months rehabilitating a serious knee injury. The Soviets' first bucket comes easily against a breakdown in Arizona's defense. Lute Olson uses the situation as an opportunity to teach. Every successful coach must know when and how to work on the officials. Lute Olson gets an early start this night.
Pushing off on the lob pass. Push off on the lob. Soviet Union. Oh, offensive. Oh, man, oh, man. That's an offensive foul.
That means less rest and more pressure on starting center Tom Tolbert.
Come on, Tom. Tom, you got to start playing. Tom, you're not playing.
Cats lead by 6. Tolbert. Basket counts. He's fouled.
The big thing now is we've got to challenge those guys as far as three-point shots and make them put it down to come inside the three-point line, and then make sure we've got protection and rebounding to the glass.
The Cats now lead by 3 buckets late in the game, forcing the Soviets to foul in an effort to get the ball back. Lute Olson is ready with a counter strategy.
Arizona's Steve Kerr will chat with Lute Olson. 1:55 left in the game. Cats lead by 7.
Got to have you be the guy that gets open to get the inbound so we get you at the line.
11 now, let's go. Some things tonight, but basically they're...
With only 3 seconds left in the game, Lute Olson realizes...
He played his high school basketball mostly in...
Last year, the Cats had a nasty habit of blowing second-half leads. Although this game was just an exhibition, the win was important because the Cats held off the Soviets' second-half rally to win convincingly.
Win over Purdue this afternoon for the Old Oaken Bucket. Now they've come over to Assembly Hall, where they hope to enjoy a great basketball game tonight between the Russians and the Hoosiers. Well, we're just moments from getting things underway. Each team will exchange a small token symbolic of his country to the other. Games they have won. Well, this is their 8th game, and they've won 4, 5. They won 5 and lost 3. 7-footer, and here should be an easy 2, and it is, as Tarakanov gets his second field goal. The men are down by 5 in And John, you're absolutely right. This is the way they like. Isle steps up. Garrett, and good feed. Steve Isle.
Where Smart really hurts because he would have taken that ball and led the offense down the floor.
You could see Marshall-Lanis looked down to make sure he was behind the three-point range, and he was. Marshall-Lanis back outside. Here's another one. This one was on the line. No three-pointer. And credit that basket to Tarapana. He has 9. This Volkov takes it right inside and scores. Alexander Volkov, his first basket. So the Russians proving that they can score from virtually on the far side. And shooting in three-point range is Kurtanyakis. 6'5". Remus. Jadlow has it knocked away, gets it right back, reverses, and draws the foul, and that goes against number 14, Bellastini. His third. And he voices his displeasure. That will send Jadlow to the line. Well, Todd lost the ball in the first effort, got it back on the steal, and drew the foul.
I think you said the word there, effort, as the Russian.
Russian.
Let's watch Jadlow here. Watch the left hand. Right there it is. You see the Russian got pushed out of the way there. And
taking the three-point shot from outside, and around the horn they go. And Krashkin, oh boy, there he is. Komikas with 3. He has 5.
It's almost like they know exactly how Indiana's going to play.
Oh, here's a 2-on-1 break. And a good fast break. Isle. And gets it over the outstretched arms of Pankrat. Jadlow practically pulled the whole thing down.
He's the only player who sees everything. Watch him now. Edwards gets beat, and Jadlow and Isle was right behind him, too.
Here it is. There it is up off the glass. And credit that basket to 15 Govorov. And at the buzzer, off the glass, no good. But Indiana goes in the dressing room down by only 9 after having really been whittled down to size and put under some good solid pressure the midway through that first half.
Pretty matched his first half total. And now the ball goes into him.
And Garrett again has...
that was Oliphant with that pass.
Three-pointer on the way. Boy, that is dead-eye for Marshall-Lanis. He has 15 points, and once again, it's an 8-point lead.
Another example of that pass coming out.
Beyond time, it won't fall. Off they come, playing the boards well. Up court, Marshall-Lanis takes it right to the basket. The foul is going to be on Dean Garrett, but he prevents the basket.
Notice how the Russian team is starting the second half, much they did the first, with trying to get the fast break opportunities. Indiana's slow getting back. The lead pass ahead to Marshall-Lanis, and Garrett has to foul to prevent the easy layup.
Stripped away. It's Marshall-Lanis. And he gets the basket, draws the foul. It's on Isle. Good.
Remind you, Gail Goodrich right here. You see with the left hand, and he still fights to get that position so he can use that left hand on the layup. Isle with the...
Marshall-Lanis having his day in the sun at the line, too. And they say that Volkov had vacated, and he has to get back. Now they call a technical foul on Knight.
When the player left the foul line, that should have negated the next free throw attempt. That brought Coach off the bench. And as he crossed the 10-second line, he got called for the technical foul. Let's see what happens.
Well, I have a feeling, even though the technical is going to be, it's going to be exercised against Knight, he's making his point.
As the players now clear the free throw lane. And Marshall-Lanis is going to get the free throw attempt.
Well, that's the second one's been whistled against him, so Marshall-Lanis will have 4 shots. And he continues to make his point to Foxcroft. Marcellinus hitting the first two on the first technical.
Gets 2 free throws for each technical, so that's 4 total.
Joby Wright over telling the coach to, and Knight is still after Jim Burr. You can't imagine he's going to let up, would you, John?
Yeah.
And he hits him again. He says that's it. I think Knight's going to come down here and talk to somebody. Could very well be Bill Wall.
You got a rule violation.
And it is Bill Wall of the ABA USA. Bill from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and he's the man who is in charge of the international flavor of basketball. He was here for the Pan Am Games. Bill with John McGrath, his assistant. We'll just wait to see. To develop here, you can see the official Jim Burr is going over. Ron Foxcroft is going over to the side. They're going to talk also with Bill Wall. The thing in question right now is Coach Knight has picked up 3 technical fouls. By college rules, the 3rd foul, and he must retire from the arena. And that's what Jim Burr is saying right now. However, in no way is Burr recognizing the fact that he missed a college call. And that's once the ball has been given to the man at the line. When the lane is vacated, the free throw is negated. So Indiana's team is leaving the floor.
Well, I'm not so sure, Chuck, as if the officials have called the game.
It could very well be.
The official who made the call went over to the scorebook and wrote something in the official scorebook. You see the Russian coach talking to Bill Wall. Before the official did that, he walked over to Bill Wall and spoke something to him. And then the official came back to the scorer's bench and made a signal as that's it, signifying the end of the ball game, that this would be the final score, 66-43, and then asked both teams to leave the floor. Now, This
is amazing. Very, very interesting. Well, give us a chance to try to find out where we are. And with that, we will tell you that you're watching Indiana basketball on the Farm Bureau Insurance Basketball Network. As of this moment, the score reads Russia 66, Indiana 43.
It's considered an exhibition game, but make note of the word and throw it out. Instead, it's patriotism, détente, cultural exchange. All prevalent anytime the Russians come to town, and tonight they're here at Lexington Rupp Arena to take on Eddie Sutton's Kentucky Wild. Out to Davender, now Chapman at the other end. 2-2 ball game here in the early moments. Chapman for 3, and the Cats take a 5-2 lead. Was it? Sergei Tarakanov gets it inside. Marcellonis in traffic. He had 28 points in 25 minutes of that.
Alexander Bellastini committing a foul. Good bounce pass by Davender. Chapman making the right lane fill. He gets the foul right there. Bellastini with that incredulous look saying...
Pretty much what we expected, with quite an impressive showing, Larry, on the offensive boards by the Wildcats.
Well, if you're going to have a successful year in college basketball, particularly at the level Kentucky plays, you've got to have that inside rebounding. And at this point, Bennett, Locke, and Jenkins, all 3 doing yeoman.
Ed Davender, and Kentucky enjoys its biggest lead, 13-8, with just over 13 to go. And here comes Russia getting it quickly up the floor, and the bank shot goes by Marcellonis.
Well, Marty, did they handle that press? 3 passes and a shot from 18 feet.
Second field goal for Marcellonis. It is 13-10 as the Soviets answer at the...
Try to pick the tempo up a little bit more on their end now.
Marcellonis cross-courting to Sock, now to Volkov. He takes it hard to the basket.
I'll tell you what, they're going to have to break out the M16, 15, and he still got it up. Watch this move right here. He goes up, Hansen's right there on his arm. He still gets the shot off, gets it down, and goes.
Point play by Sharunas Marcellonis. Rex Chapman, long bomb, got it. 3-pointer, his second of the night by Chapman. The white jerseys inside, Ellis with a rebound. Up the floor it goes. Here's Derek Miller, put it up and in. 21-16, Chapman. He says it's our ball. Official Ron Spindler said it's Russian ball. In his opinion, is the only one of it, leading the Soviet national team 28-22, and we'll be back in just a moment. 7-point lead just a very brief time ago, all of a sudden trickles down to only 5 here at the break. As you look at that one play that ended the first half, the pass by Marciulionis, Homic just squared up to the basket with a nice bank from the left side. Bingo, and they go to the dressing room. So at the break here at Rupp Arena in Lexington, the score at halftime, the Kentucky Wildcats 38 and the Soviet national team 33. Stay with Soviet, Sharunas Marciulionis and Vladis Homic each had 9 apiece. And Chapman rings the bell again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to get some comments from Alexander.
Rejected the layup attempt by Davender. Lost it on the pass. 3-on-2 break. They alley-oop it to Ellis. Whoa! Go with it. LeRon Ellis on the alley-oop, and they bring him to their feet at Rupp Arena.
Let's go back and look at it one more time. Ed Davender with an absolutely perfect pass. LeRon Ellis grabbed it.
4 minutes to go, 50-41. The turnaround by Bellastini, and he draws the foul from LeRon Ellis.
Excellent move.
The UK lineup. Homicus to Marciulionis behind the pick, and he was a step inside the three-point line straight away.
And he got locked up in the air with a good pump fake and waited for him to come down, went up and for hands.
Davender taken inside, couldn't score it. Second time around, got it.
Bucks at 6'2", going up against 6'. Jenkins taken.
And there's a guy who has not shot a whole lot here in the second half. Two-pointer by Rex Chapman. Sharunas Marciulionis, Victor Volkov. Marciulionis for 3. Hello.
You know, Marty, they do that a lot.
Steeney. Homicus, look out,
for 3.
Here they come. A 2-point game at 70-68. Kentucky lead, 15, 14, 13, 12 seconds to go. They come to their feet here at Rupp. Team sock, Sharunas Marciulionis gets the pick. The three-point goal attempt, no good. Chapman rebounds. 2 seconds to go, and a foul is called to stop the clock. The whistle against Alexander Volkov. Well, Larry Marciulionis got the shot he wanted.
He did indeed.
When the Soviets came back, but in the end, Kentucky hangs on to post a 75-72 victory